Greetings to you all, my fellow geographers. This is Jeffrey Honapale, popularly known as QGIS. Thank you for the encouragement and support you have all given me so far after I declared my intention to run for the position of the president for our noble society, GESA. In my bid to contribute my quota to support GESA, I contested for the General Secretary last year, but unfortunately it wasn't successful. However, in my quest to rejuvenate GESA, I am currently vying for the presidency, and I will need your continuous support, advice, and vote to make GESA a safe haven for everyone. I am counting on you. Still, J. Kisbe. Thank you.
Okay, that's a wrong excellent. Okay, so people have actually been asking me to do a screen recording of how I was able to go about the assignment. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just going to do something little on QGIS, explaining how to go about the assignment. Okay, so yeah, there's an Excel data I was working with. Okay, so I have this Excel data. Okay, now with this Excel data, there's an Excel data from diaspora. Okay, so to save this, to import this in QGIS, you need to have it saved in CSV. You have to save it as a CSV first. So we come to File, come to Save As. Then let's browse. Let's pick a place to save our assignment. So let me pick desktop. Okay, so let me save it in this folder I created. Okay, yeah. So assignment, and then you're supposed to save as type as CSV comma delimited. Okay, so assignment. Then just click on save. Then it's saved inside. Okay. Now when you're done, you open your QGIS app. Okay, so when you open your QGIS app, a new template, you're going to have a blank white space like this. So what it is that now come to import your QGIS data. Okay, your Excel data. Sorry. So to import the Excel data, you come to layer, add limited text. Okay, so it's going to open something up like this for you. Then you just have to press on or click on this browse icon with the three dots at the corner there. Click on it and then locate where your Excel data is. So where I saved mine to tutorial, this is where I saved mine. So there's it. So I'll click on open and I'm going to have my Excel data loaded into QGIS on me. Okay, so I have it here. But one thing you need to take note is that if this is your first time working in QGIS, you'll have to set a geometry definition. Okay, so with this one, you make sure your X field is always at eastern and your Y field is always at northern. Okay, then you just leave those two things empty like that. And from your geometry CRS, if there's nothing written here, click on this icon and then in the search bar, you search for WGS spacebar 84 spacebar again slash UTM space zone 30 north. Okay, then just click on it and it's added. Okay, then click on add. After clicking on add, you click on close. Okay, now one thing you realize that you see that my points are plotted right, but I can't tell if it's accurate or not. So there's this plugin that I normally use. Okay, that's the HCM GIS plugin. Okay, it has different ranges of satellite views. Okay, so to download the plugin, if you don't have this plugin, just come to plugins here, but make sure your laptop is connected to Wi-Fi when connecting to the before you open the plugin window. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. So you come to plugins, manage and install plugins. It's going to open a window for you, the plugin window. Okay, so already have the plugins installed, so you can install this plugin HCM GIS, then click on install. Then you come to quick map services. Okay, so this is also another plugin that you can install. So click on this and then you have this plugin also installed. Okay, so now when I'm done, I'll come to the HCM GIS, come to base maps, then Google satellite to get sorry, come in. Let me just close this thing. to have this view on my laptop screen. Okay, to have this view on the laptop screen. So there's a Google satellite view. Now the reason why I can't see my points is because it's a layer. I've placed my Google satellite image on my plotted point, so I have to drag this thing downwards. Okay, to have my points showing on it. So I have my points showing over here now. So there's how to import your Excel data into QGIS. Okay, and then also how to check your accuracy. So for the accuracy, realize that the points that I took for the buildings are exactly at the corners of the buildings. Okay, that's to check your accuracy. If your points are far away from the building, it means that you did not stand in the right place to pick your coordinates. So you'd have to go and pick your coordinates again. Okay, so that your work kind of looks somehow neat. Okay, so that's how to import the Excel data to QGIS and how to check for the accuracy. Okay, so yeah, so this is how to go about the importation. Now moving on, I'll just welcome back. Now let's move on to the drawing of the polygons. Okay, so with the drawing of the polygons, I have my point here, right? So to draw a polygon, there are two ways of drawing the polygons. Okay, now you can draw a polygon, the polygons in such a way that all your polygons are going to have the same color. We are going to draw a polygon in such a way that all your polygons are going to have different colors. Okay, so to draw your polygons to have the same color, you create a single shape file, yeah, for all the buildings, to draw all the buildings. So this is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So I come to layer, create layer, come to new shape file, and let's see, I'll type buildings, and then for my geometry type, I'll click on polygon. Then my zone, I'll just use this zone. I'll come to name. Okay, enter name here, then add to field list. Then click on this, remove field, and then click on OK. So now I can draw my buildings. Okay, so I'll click on this tool, which is the to-go editing tool, and click on add polygon feature. And I'm going to have an image looking at, I'm going to have an icon or pointer looking like this. So I'll just stand on this place and then draw, click, come here, click, come here, click, then I'll right click. And I'm going to enter the name of the building here. So this is Nelson. I'll click on OK. So Nelson has this color. Now, if I'm still to use this same shapefile, if I use this same shapefile, then it's the building I'm going to draw over here also. The polygon I'm going to draw over here is also going to have the same color. Okay, so let's see. I have this. Okay, I have this. Okay, so this is C. This is C. So C is also going to have the same color because I'm using the same shape file. Okay, so let me just save layer edits and show you something. Save layer edits. Okay, come to properties. Come to properties, then labels. Let me just turn on the label, the name of that place. Let me use Arial black, and then change the color to white. Okay, change the color to white. Apply, and then click on OK. So I have Nelson and C. Okay. Now they realize that they both have the same colors because I use the same shape file. Now the other two was, let me use a different shape file so that they also have different colors. Okay, so I'll click on layer, create layer. I'll click on this. I'll come to shape file, and let's say, let me just use the same thing also. Let me just use the same name also. So let's say buildings, then geometry type polygon. I'll just choose the zone here. Let's say name, add to field list, remove field. Oh, sorry, let me make it buildings 2 so that, because I already have a layer name building. Sorry, so let me just make building 1 so that I'll show what I'm doing. So I have this here, right? So I just click on OK. So I have it here. So you realize over here the color of the shape file is what is red. So when I'm drawing those two buildings, I'm going to have red colors for this polygons. Okay, so I'll come to go editing, add polygon feature, then I'll start drawing. Okay, so I'll click here to draw, click here. Sorry. Whenever you make a mistake, just press on escape to start again. So click here, click here, click here, and then click here. Now right click on it and then enter the name there, which is Papon. Okay. Realize that since I'm using a different shape for, I have a different color for this building here, right? And the same thing is going to apply over here. So the same thing here also. Right click, and I'm going to have Liman. So you see, realize that since the two of them are coming from the same shape file, they have the same color chart. So let me just right click on this, and then also display the label name. Okay, so labels, single labels. Okay, let me use Arial Black. You can choose any font, you can choose any font type you want to use, and then any color. Okay, and since dark color, I'll just use a white color to represent the name. So click on apply and then okay. So I have Papon and I have Liman here, right? Now, so then click on save layer edits. Okay, save layer edits. So this is what I have. Okay, then okay, I think because it's a map, let me just turn this off and then use the same um shape file layer to draw for the buildings. Okay, so let me just click on move layer over here. Okay, so still on this same shape file, because I'm going to use when I'm drawing my map, this side is the layer panels are going to be my legend. So I think all the buildings should have the same color. Okay, so I'm drawing for this also. Then here, sorry, then right click and put the name there, C. And then I'll just come here, right click, sorry, click, come here, click, click, right click, and then I'll just put the name here, Liman. Okay, so I have Liman here. I have my Liman C. Sorry, so Liman coupon. Oh, I think I made a mistake. Come on, sorry. Let me just remove the layer and then draw everything again. Right. Okay, so come to layer, create layer, shape file. So let's say buildings. Okay, geometry type, polygon. I'll set this to my zone name. Then add to field list. Then I'll just take this thing out, remove field. You can choose to add more things. You can just add description, a whole lot to the field list, but I want the name to show. I'll just use the name. When I'll click on OK. Then yes. Then click on to go editing, add polygon feature. And I start drawing my polygons. Okay, so 1, 2. Sorry, whenever I make a mistake, press on escape. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So I have Nelson. So from Nelson, I can draw for my next building. I think I can have this here. and then I have my C here, then I have Papon, I have Papon here, then I'll have my Liman over here. Oh, sorry, come on. I'm using the laptop's touchpad, that's why it keeps slipping. Alright, so let's then I'll drag this thing to the top, and then I'll make it Liman. Okay, I'll just click on okay. So now I have my polygons drawn now. Now the next thing I need to do is to make the names show. Okay, so since the polygons have a light color, I'll use a dark color for my fonts. Okay, so come here, click on single labels. So click on the single labels, and then click on the single labels, and then I'll change the font color to. Now click on Arial black. The color should be black because I'm using a light polygon color. Okay, so click on apply, and then okay. So I have my names showing on my polygons now. Now to draw the roads, I'll pick um a new line string. Okay, I'll pick a new line string. Sorry, I'll have to create a new shape file. So come to layer, create shape file. Sorry, come create shape file. Then click on the name. Let's say roads. Okay. Then geometry type, line string for this. I'll pick this. Then the road. I'll put name here. Add to field list. Now just remove this thing here because I want the name, only the name of the road. So click on here. Then I'll click on toggle editing, add line feature. Then I'll just click on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Let's see. Assume my road ends somewhere here. Let me end my road somewhere here. And let me just give the road a name. Jubilee link. Now, the reason why my road seems very tiny is because I have to change. So to make my road look more visible, I have to change the properties of that line. So come to properties, then you come to symbology, then you pick a style for your road. So I can use topo road. Okay. Then I'll just let me increase the width a bit. Let me increase the width to okay. Then click on apply, and then okay, so I have this right, but the name for the road is still not showing. So I have to come back to that layer, right click on it, come to properties, then from properties, I'll go to the labels, then click on single labels. Okay, yeah, so let me use this. Let me just use the Arial black. Then click on apply, and then okay, so now the name for the road is now showing Jubilee Link, right? Now, so I have my buildings, I have my roads, but with diaspora, one thing about diaspora is that the roads connecting roads like in between. Okay, so still on the road panel, I can just add more lines to it. So I can just draw something here from the point here to this point. Just click on OK. You get it. When the field for the fields, I don't enter anything. I just leave it blank. Okay. So I also have this here. So I'm just having my roads drawn. So there was supposed to be another road there, but the coordinates for that road wasn't taken. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to pick the coordinates for that road. And also the road in the between Kwapon and Liman stand here. Right click, clear everything, and then press on OK. And then for one, we also have another connecting road here. Okay. Alright, so just stand here, right click on OK. So I have my roads drawn. Okay, but I think I left one of the halls out, so it's right. So I'll just come back to buildings, click on to go editing, sorry, cancel, then add polygon feature. Okay, then I'll just draw the polygon around my ish. Okay, so I have this. So that's it for ish. Okay, and I have my with my Jubilee link and then all those roads. So as for the points, whenever you are drawing a point, okay, let's say a tree or something, you create a layer, come to shape file, and let's say let me put points there. Okay, geometry type, let's say points. Then I'll pick this. And then the name, let's say add to field list, remove field, and then okay. Yes. Alright. Alright, so click on this. Then for my trees, I'll so assuming you pick the coordinates for your trees, okay. So let's say you've already picked the coordinates for your tree. So let's say there's a tree. So let's say mango tree. I'll just write, let's say mango tree, and I'll place it there. Okay. So for the points, you can change how the point should look like. Okay. So since a point is a tree, I can change the symbol for that one. I can pick, let's say, something green to show it's a tree. Okay. So okay, click on apply, and then okay, right. But the name is not showing, so let me just right click on it again. Come to properties, and come to labels, then no labels, single labels. Let me say Arial black. I'll click on apply, and then okay. So the mango tree, the name for the mango tree is now showing. Okay. So if I turn my Google Satellite layer off, I'm going to have this. This one I'm going to have. Okay. So it's up to you to change the colors of your buildings on all this. So if you want to change the color of the buildings, just right click on it. You can come to styles and then pick a color. So I can pick a color, let's say, and use this. Let me use a nicer color. Let me use a nicer color. And I think this is okay, right? Yeah, so this on my map, okay. Now to get rid of the dots there, I would have to go this thing off. To get rid of the dots, that means I pick the coordinates. Okay. Then when I come to projects, come to new print layout, then enter a name here. So let's say assign. So you can say my work. Let's say my work. Click on OK. It's going to open this for you, right? Now we are going to add our item. So the map that we just have this icon. Just to draw a rectangle. So the rectangle, the map will be loaded inside the rectangle for you. Okay. So this is our map loaded inside the rectangle. Then you're supposed to add a north arrow. So let's say the north arrow. You can draw this here. And you can change the north arrow. You can use any symbol for the north arrow. the pen is not arrow symbol, so you just come to this side, the SVG images, and then you pick what you want to use for the north arrow. Now to make your work look nice, you can add a frame to your map. So you click on the map layer, which is the map, and you click on it, come to item properties, and then you scroll down. Sorry, come on. You scroll down to frame. Okay, so there's already a frame there. Let's say this is the frame. You can also add a nice background. So let's say, let me just add a nice background color. Let's say this is okay. Yeah. Then you are also asked to add a scale bar. So let me just put a scale bar here. So I have a nice scale bar here. Then for my scale bar, I'll add, let's say, let me add a frame to the scale bar. So frame, yes, so I've added my frame. Yeah, so you can also change the features of the frame by just playing around with those features here, the display, position, size, and cool. Okay, so you can do that. And then you can add another item again. So you have another item like add the legend. Okay, so every good map has a legend, so you can add a legend. So with the positions, you have to be creative and then position your stuffs right. Okay, so I've added my legend over here. You can also change the background of the legend and cool. Okay, so just like you are drawing a map. So this is my legend and cool. So I have my north arrow, my map, my skill bar, my legend. Now to add a title to my map, I'll click on the add label icon here, or the add label button here. Then I'm just going to draw a rectangle here. Okay. Then I'm going to give the main property. So I'm just going to clean whatever is in the box here, and then just give the map a title. Let's say a map of somewhere. So this is the title I'm using, a map of somewhere. So you see it's small, so you can increase the fonts and then use a font type. So there are different types of fonts. Okay, the reason I'm using Arial Black is that Arial Black is thick. Okay, it has this thick feel. Okay, yeah, so you can use different fonts. So let's say I'm using Arial Black. Arial Black, and then you can increase the font size. So increase the font size to what you prefer. So I have this a map of somewhere. Okay, then I'm going to add my ID. So let's say come on. All right, so um okay, so to add my ID, that's my ID is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That's my ID. Then I'll just click on, yeah, so I think that's just it. Then I'll come downwards to the font section, then pick a font. So let's say Arial Black, then increase the width. I just want to increase the font size, so to your preferred font size. So let's say that's my font size. Okay, so I have this is just a simple, this is just the basic of going about your map. So when you're done, let me minimize this. Okay, and then remove those two things. Let me remove those two layers because I don't need them in my map. Remove layer. Okay, and then always make sure to remove the Google satellite layer off. Okay, it was just to serve as a guide so that you be accurate. Okay, then you come back to your work. Okay, so let me refresh it to see whether it's gone. All right, so it's gone. So I have my road points and then building legend. Okay, so I have just this things here. So I'm done. So I just have to save my work as a PNG, which is an image format. Okay, so I come to layouts. and export as image, and pick an image format, let's say PNG, and I'll just save it to the folder I created. So save, and I'll just click on save, and I'm done. So guys, that's how you go about the work. Okay. So okay, let me just view this work, see, so that you get to know how the work looks like. So when I open this, the work is saved as an image here. So I'll just click on the image, and then it's going to load my work for me. So it's just trying to open and then show you how my work looks. So that's how my work looks like. Okay, so a map of nowhere. I have my map title, my not